Magandang umaga, Malacanang Press Corps. Welcome to our press briefing today, August the 29th. In this morning's sectoral meeting led by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., he issued directives to the Bureau of Customs to continue the warehouse raids to address hoarding and illegal importation of rice. Para bigyan pa tayo ng detalye tungkol dito at sa iba pang operasyon ng BOC, kasama natin si Bureau of Customs Commissioner Bienvenido Rubio at Director Vern Enciso. Magandang umaga, Commissioner Rubio and Director Enciso. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Malacanang Press Corps. I would just like to tell you that in a recent service of a letter of authority, we served 3 letters of authority against 3 warehouses reportedly utilized in storing imported rice located at the Intercity Industrial Complex, San Juan, Balagtas, Bulacan. The 3 warehouses that were subjected to the visitorial power of the Commissioner are Great Harvest Rice Mill Warehouse, located at Intercity Industrial Complex, San Juan, Balagtas, Bulacan; San Pedro Warehouse, Intercity Industrial Complex, San Juan, Balagtas, Bulacan; and FS Rice Mill Warehouse, same location. When the subject law were served, implemented, and subsequent inventory were conducted, the sacks of rice respectively found in the subject warehouses were imported from Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand, with an initial estimated aggregate value of 505 million pesos. 25,000 estimated sacks of rice were found at Great Harvest Rice Mill, 167,000 estimated sacks of rice found at San Pedro Warehouse, and 10,000 estimated sacks of rice found at FS Rice Mill Warehouse. Thereafter, the subject warehouses were sealed temporarily to secure the imported sacks of rice found therein, pending the completion of the inventory by the assigned examiners, which will continue on today, August 29. It is being currently underguarded by personnel from the Bureau of Customs and the Philippine Coast Guard. The owners and operators of the warehouses were directed to submit proofs of payment of duties and taxes due the subject imported sacks of rice within 15 days from the implementation of the law or until September 8, 2023, pursuant to Section 224 of the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act.
Okay. Would you like to add or address questions first? Yeah? Any questions from Malacanang Press Corps?
Sir, can you name names itong mga na may-ari ng 3 warehouses?
Together with us is our director for Customs Intelligence Investigation Service. They were tasked in implementing the letter of authority, so maybe the details will be coming from him.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning po. For the owners or the of this imported rice, will be part of the investigation that's being conducted by the Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service. Part of the, aside from the import documents, also the lease agreements or lease contracts of these warehouses will also be part of the documents that will be required to be submitted to the Bureau of Customs.
Pangalan po nila, sir?
Wala pa po. This will be part of the investigation. It's still ongoing pa po.
And also, is this the first time na sila yung mga na kumpiskahan ng mga ganitong product? Or nasangkot na po ba sila dati sa mga smuggling or hoarding?
this backtracking will also be part of the investigation if these said owners or importers of this rice have already previous cases with the Bureau. It will also be part of the investigation, ma'am.
Alan Francisco, PTV4.
Ano po yung magiging kaibahan ng magiging operasyon po ninyo matapos nitong direktiba ni Pangulong Marcos dito sa inyong pag-address dito sa hoarding and illegal importation? Magkikreate po ba kayo ng task force? Magiging massive yung inyong operation laban dito?
Well, as per the directive of the President, ang gagawin ko po natin is we will validate all warehouses that are storing imported rice, and then upon validation, we will then issue, again, I will then issue letters of authority to conduct inspection on these warehouses and to validate whether these imported articles or imported rice that are stored in these warehouses are paid with the correct duties and taxes.
Sir, about the investigations sa loob, sa Bureau of Customs because of this allegedly illegal importation, may gagawin din po ba kayong ganun?
Well, if we find people to be involved in the release of illegally or smuggled rice, then we will file cases against them.
Okay, Job Manahan, ABS-CBN.
Good morning, sir. Sir, paano po, we may have missed this information, paano po na-tip off yung tatlong warehouses dun sa Balagtas, Bulacan? Sino pong paano nyo binet? Paano po napunta yung information sa inyo?
Well, a derogatory information was coursed through the intelligence group, and then upon validation, they were able to find out that there are really imported rice that are stored inside the warehouses. So immediately after their report, I issued 3 letters of authority to conduct visitorial powers on these warehouses.
Ano pong mangyayari dun sa mga na-confiscate na bigas?
Well, upon presentation po of the letter of authority, bale, binibigyan po natin sila ng 15 days as per Section 224 of the CMTA na makapagbigay ng proof of payment of duties and taxes. Pag hindi po sila nakapagbigay ng proof of payment of duties, proof of payment of correct duties and taxes, then doon po magkakaroon po ng issuance of yung tinatawag natin warrant of seizure and detention. Yun na po yung magbibigay authority sa amin para i-confisca yung mga imported articles that are stored inside those warehouses.
Last na po sa ENCO. Possible po ba na umikot yung bigas sa mga market natin? Paano po ba nating ibenta ito? Or wala pa tayo sa ganung usapin ngayon?
Wala pa po tayo kasi dahil po sa pagbibigay natin ng 15 days sa kanila as per our law, CMTA Section 224, we're still checking kung meron po silang maipakita sa atin. Pag may naipakita naman po is, then we will be releasing the cargo. Pero pag wala pong naipakita, then that is the time that we will be confiscating the rice. Temporarily now, the warehouses, the 3 warehouses are sealed and are being guarded by elements of the Philippine Coast Guard and Bureau of Customs.
Okay. Ivan Mayrina, GMA7.
Commissioner, are we prepared to make the conclusion that there was hoarding, in fact, dun sa tatlong warehouses?
The authority of the Bureau of Customs only extends on whether the imported rice that are stored inside those warehouses are paid with correct duties and taxes. I cannot make that conclusion, sir.
Yeah. So, may news article po kasi quoting Speaker Romualdez na 3 months na daw nandun yung bigas, so there's possible hoarding. Hindi ho saklaw ng customs yun. Kung nag-hoard nga.
The authority lies in other government agencies. For the Bureau of Customs po, our authority is on the determination whether the payment of duties and taxes were made on this imported rice.
Okay. So, okay, panghuli na lamang po. Yung utos nga ho ng Pangulo, ano ho ang magiging susunod na hakbang ng customs nito? Do we expect more inspections of warehouses nationwide?
Opo, as per the directive po ng ating Pangulo, we will be conducting more inspection of these warehouses, and the inspection and visitation will be coordinated with other agencies like the DA and DTI po.
Okay, Sam Medinilla, Business Mirror. Microphone, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Itatanong lang po sana namin kung magkano na po kaya yung nakolektang tariff ng BOC mula sa legitimate rice importation mula January po. Okay, thank you.
Mula January hanggang August, ang total volume po na dumating sa atin is about 2,257,000 2,257,079,280. I rather 2 million, I'm sorry, per metric ton po. 2 million metric tons, about more or less 2.2 metric tons. Ang duties and taxes po na binayaran para dito ay tingnan ko lang po. Wala po ata sa dala kong data, pero pwede ko hubang sagutin in a few minutes po yung total.
Okay.
Ay, sir, follow up na lang rin po. Compared po sa data last year, tumataas po ba, bumababa yung imported rice?
Pakiulit po, tumataas or
Ano po yung compared po yung data ngayon, yung nabanggit po nilang 2 million metric tons? Ano po siya compared to last year? Tumaas po ba siya or bumaba? Or naging stable, same pa rin po?
bumaba po. Bumaba for the month of August. And sa kabuuan po, as per 2022 po, yung parating from January to July, ang dumating po is about 2,675,300 metric tons. Samantalang ngayon pong 2023, same period po is about 2,257,079, about negative 15.63% po.
Okay. Sir, last question na lang po. Ano po kayang rason kung bakit naging ganun yung trend?
Actually, year on year naman, nung 2021, tumaas siya ng 2022. But on this 2023, wala ho kasing eksaktong kasi katulad po ng April natin, at yun naman po yung highest recorded volume na dumating as compared 2022. So, hindi ko po masagot kung ano yung naging reason bakit po bumaba yung volume for this year.
Okay. Tuesday, new. DZBB.
Good morning, sirs. Sir, matanong lang po kumusta po yung rate ng enforcement ninyo against smugglers? Kasi matagal na pong naririnig namin kay Presidente na hulihin, kasuhan yung mga smuggler. So far, sir, saang punto na kayo dito sa ginagawa nyong enforcement sa mga smuggler? Natukoy na ba ang mga ito? May nakasuhan na ba? Ano po yung lagay ng mga kaso na yan?
Okay, as of currently po, ang mga nakumpiska total ng apprehended contrabands or smuggled goods is totaling about mga 30 billion mahigit na po. And this is the highest so far for in the last 5 years. Pag year-on-year basis po ang pag-uusapan. Now, doon po sa mga nakasuhan, and tuloy-tuloy naman po kaming nagpa-file ng kaso, and now, we are now in close collaboration and coordination with DOJ para po mapabilis yung pagsampa ng kaso at pag-file ng charges against the smugglers po na nahuli natin, na-identify natin.
Apo, pwede pang nating pangalanan kung sino yung na-identify na smugglers?
I don't have the data here with me po. So, it's still under preliminary investigation po sa DOJ para sa mga cases na na-file. So, siguro po upon filing of the charges po, then we can identify po them.
Follow-up from Chona Yu of
Sir,
Inquirer.
just a quick follow-up on Tuesday's question.
Can I just answer the amount dun sa kon po? It's about, as of August 26 po, it's about 16.8 billion na po na sisingil natin
Nasisingil.
from imported rice.
Sir, quick follow-up on Tuesday's question, sir. What's the conviction rate doon sa mga kaso na sinasampa ninyo? Meron ba?
I am aware po na may na-convict na, but I just don't know the conviction rate po.
Pero sir, may mga naaabsuelto po ba yung mga kaso?
For the current status po ng mga pending or ongoing and trials in our courts, this is closely being monitored by the legal service or the batas, which is the primary prosecutors po of these smuggling cases is led by the Department of Justice. We are the ones who are providing all of the information and evidences that are being utilized in prosecuting these cases. So, tulong-tulong po ito ng Bureau of Customs and the Department of Justice.
Ilan na po sir ang na-convict?
We will be getting the data po and we will be submitting the updated status of these current cases and the convictions.
Okay. Cathy Valente, Manila Times.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon po. Ay, good morning, sorry. Sir, tanong lang namin kung ilang kaso na po yung na-file against the hoarders or smugglers at ano to po yung mga status nila, kung puro ongoing lang po ba. Kasi parang since last year pa po yata nagbigay ng directive din si President at saka sabi rin ni Secretary Bersamin na it will be filed soon. So, ilan na po ang kasong na-file? May we get ba the exact date, number, or data? Thank you.
Wala po akong data na hawak ngayon about the exact, but then again, I will check with legal service and batas and give the details to USEC Daphne.
Pero sir, meron bang mga involved na government officials sa mga hoarding and smuggling? Meron po ba?
Investigations are still being conducted po, so we wait for the result of the investigation po.
How long, sir, ang ating investigation? Kasi parang mas matagal na, parang tumatagal lalo?
Well, pagdating po, pag meron ho na build up na kaso ang Bureau of Customs, then we submit all the evidences with the DOJ, and it will be DOJ who will help us in filing the cases po. So sila po yung nagko-collate lahat yan at tinitingnan kung yung ebidensya natin ay sapat para makasuhan natin yung mga dapat kasuhan.
Okay. We can get updates from the Department of Justice. We can arrange for that. Nestor Corrales.
Sir, in a memorandum to the President, Representative Estela Kimbo said in July that the onion cartel and other agriculture smuggling was operated primarily through the Philippine Viva Group of companies. Ano na pong update dito? Na-follow up ba to ng Bureau of Customs? Because this was one of the parang companies or cartels identified during the House hearing. So ano pong update dito? Ano pong na-find out ng Bureau of Customs regarding these smuggling activities?
Actually po, sa pakikipagtulungan namin with DOJ po, sila po ngayon may task force pong nabuo, and sila po yung bumubuo ng mga na-gather nating evidences. So antayin po natin yung magiging resulta po doon sa DOJ.
Okay. Last question, Jean Mangaluz.
Sir, balik po tayo dun sa 505 billion. So, paano po nakakalagpas yung ganito kalaking amount ng goods na hindi alam ng POC? May possible lapses po ba?
Yun pong na-determine natin na 505 million na nakita po natin na stocks na current stocks ng 3 bodega, yun po yung value na ilalagay natin as per the number of stocks that were present in these warehouses. But then, we still have to wait for the 15 days po to check kung meron ho silang maipakitang proofs of payment of duties and taxes. Pag may naipakita po silang mga papel na duties and taxes were properly paid, then in order po yung pagdating ng mga bodega sa warehouses na yun.
All right. Super last question from Nestor.
Sir, the President has repeatedly said and warned to hoarders that their days are numbered. How long will we wait to be able to see results of these investigations? And what is BOC's commitment to the President and to the public that these cases will finally be resolved and magkakaroon po tayo ng conviction?
Well, pagkatapos po ng pag-uusap kanina sa Malacanang, sa utos po ni Presidente Marcos, ngayon po nagpa-send na ako ng mga tao to check on the possible warehouses kung saan po nakastore mga ito. And then, pag na-validate na natin at nakita natin na wala pong mga pinagbayaran yung mga nakikita natin sa bodega, then we will confiscate, and then we will identify all the owners of this smuggled rice. And katulad po na sinabi ko, maganda naman po ang coordination namin with DOJ, at may assurance po na tutulungan kaming pabilisin po yung pag-file ng mga kaso.
Okay. And we end with Alvin Baltasar, PBS.
Commissioner, habol ko na lang po. With the directive of the President himself na intensify yung campaign natin against smuggling, kino-consider niyo bang gumamit ng reward system para makakuha tayo ng maraming tip mula sa mga tao?
Actually, sir, there's an existing reward system po. Meron tinatawag pong informer's reward under our CMTA po.
So, would you like to give us some details about the reward system? Magkano yung pwedeng matanggap ng reward, incentive?
If I'm not mistaken po, it's about 20% po of the value of the goods.
Any hotline?
Pag yung goods po na nakuha natin are goods of value na pwede nating i-auction, then they are entitled po for...
Okay.
Sir, hotline.
Meron po ata sa website.
BOC Cares po.
BOC Cares?
BOC Cares. It's under customs.gov.ph. We have a link there po for all of these informants and information leading to suspected smuggled goods.
Okay. We're good. Thank you very much, Malacanang Press Corps, and thank you, Commissioner Rubio and Director Enciso of the Bureau of Customs. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you po.